In my 4 years working at Parabola, I don't think we've ever released a feature that will allow more people to automate more manual work than our new custom transform step. With this improvement, you can just type in plain language exactly how you want your data to be manipulated, and we use AI to create a custom step based on your instructions as if you were a member of Parabola's software engineering team. Let's check it out with a quick example here where we're pulling in some sales data and we're trying to calculate total sales for our men's products broken down by month and SKU. In the classic parabola that you know and love, this would take about 6 steps where we need to do things like format our dates, edit columns, filter, do some math, aggregate our data, and format so that we're ultimately left with something that looks like this. With custom transforms, we can do all 6 of these steps in one by simply typing in exactly how we want our data to be transformed. And behind the scenes, Parabola is using AI to create custom code based on these instructions that we apply against your dataset to give you the output that you see here. Now, to ultimately give you confidence in the code running behind the scenes, we also generate this logic summary. So you can see point by point exactly what's happening in that underlying code. So you can go iterate on your instructions if you want to change some of the underlying logic. Now, while this is a relatively straightforward example here, let's look at something a little bit more complex. Here, I'm generating a carrier scorecard where I'm reporting on metrics such as total shipments and damage-free rate for all the carriers in our network. While the output here is quite simple, the way we got there is a bit more complex. We needed to do some date math to figure out SLA performance. We needed to calculate things like damage-free rates, and ultimately it took us over 30 steps to get to this final output. With this new custom transforms capability, we were able to cut out 20 steps from that workflow, ultimately making this way more simple and manageable for our team. Here, I'm just explaining exactly how I want that data to be returned, what columns I want, how I want it formatted, what calculations we could take into account, and I'm getting to the exact same output. But let's say I want to take it a step further. Maybe I also want to share out results with my team. In this example, I'm using this step to create a custom HTML data table that we're then sending out to the team every single week. Whether you're using this step to build faster, to create more complex flows, or do things that were never before possible in Parabola, we really think you're going to love it, and I'd encourage you to check out our how-to docs for some inspiration on different ways that you can go about using this step. We'd love to hear what you think. Good luck building. Thanks a lot.